We
Just
we
stayed
expected him
registered to keep the race going official.
There's Gary. It's flickered and snot out here.
Simyeva on Twitch says I'm in bed already, Glenn, so good luck. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Thanks, Jorge. Jorge just chatted on YouTube chat, I think, or maybe Twitch, that he's already in bed, and good luck, everybody.
Good night, Jorge.
He goes to bed earlier on Friday night than he does in the weeknights. Crazy.
I've never experienced it, but I heard that's what having kids is like.
Ah, yeah, that's right. He's got the... Depends on what the kid's going to do tomorrow, not your work schedule.
Simyeva on Twitch says not feeling very good, actually grinning face with sweat.
Well, I hope you feel better, Jorge. Hope you're good to go, right as rain by tomorrow's race.
All right. Who's in this catastrophe?
Who is in this thing?
Audrius bailed. He joined, but he bailed. Kevin, me, Gary bailed. There's only 5 people. Glenn, Pedro, and Andres. Jesus.
Hopefully.
All right.
Gary, I know he was intending to race because he set up a stream.
No, he's in, but he bailed. He may have had a problem and he'll be back.
Or he disconnected.
Yeah, Gary won't disconnect. All right, I'm going in.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
There's Gary.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Thank you, Mick Chief.
1 more lap.
Screwed up the first one, got to make the second one count.
No pressure.
No pressure. A little too much curb there. A little too wimpy coming off the corner.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Simyeva on Twitch says, oh, damn, Auditrius is there. He didn't show up in all week. I was hoping he might lose this one. Haha.
What are you doing, Kevin? Starting at the back?
He registered Jorge, but he's not in the session.
Yeah, we need to
I'm
thank
starting from the
Adrius.
back.
Adrius took one for the team.
Could be.
No, I've seen him do it before. I think I've seen him quit before. I think Kevin was right. I think he stayed in the session to make sure it went official, then bailed.
Two minutes left in qualifying. 7
Simyeva on Twitch
drivers.
says, really? Oh, God, astonished face.
Only 6 are in the session. Gary just out qualified me. It looks like I'm going to start in P3. John, Gary, me, Pedro, Andres, and then Kevin
Simyeva on
purposely
Twitch
bringing
says
up the
returning
rear.
some of the iRating to the community.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jorge. By the way, Jorge, I've been making some adjustments to the streaming setup. What's the delay between when you type into chat and when you hear the text-to-speech read out? Race sets.
Race sets.
Simyeva on Twitch says test.
I didn't even look at the track tempo. What are you looking at here? 116, high usage.
Simyeva on Twitch says 2 to
Gary
3
will
seconds.
Gary will get a second lap, so Gary will probably outqualify me.
Simyeva on Twitch says, but I'm on mobile.
Okay, thanks.
Robin Hood on YouTube says YouTube delay is.
Yeah, Steve, I think YouTube's going to be longer. I forgot Jorge was on Twitch.
Simyeva on Twitch says, so probably I have more delay than on PC.
Yeah, it might be true, Jorge, but on the YouTube API, it's got a selection of normal or like
Robin Hood on
ultra.
YouTube says 25 SECS.
Yeah, that's more like what I expected, Steve. There's a way I can cut that down. I'd like to get it down, but the way I'm launching the stream, I don't know how to do that through the Restream interface.
You must be a hoot at parties.
Exciting was never a word used to describe me. Interesting
Scintillating
after you get to know me.
Yeah, scintillating conversation. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, and the funny thing is, it was a perfect opportunity for me to test that because it's been on my mind for a while. But of course, anytime I'm driving, I can't concentrate on that stuff. So.
Okay, all right. You got to stop talking because I'm going to blow the frickin' start again. So let me get going here.
Your turn, Kevin.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race. Yep,
Someone just
green,
moved.
green, green.
Gary.
The next car's the leader.
Unsurprisingly, Kevin's right there already. Whoa.
Here.
Put the right rear on the grass and braking. That's scary.
No, just to find any place to pass.
We'll probably all
fuck
give you
it
the
up.
opportunity.
All right. Clear
Never
on the
mind.
line.
Yeah, we'll fuck it
sorry.
up. You just have to wait.
That was a total mind punt, Kevin. That was perfect.
Now, only to find a way past.
It won't work on John.
I'll just do it to myself.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 24.943. New fastest lap for you. The car in P3 just set the fastest lap. 24.426.
Whoops. Yeah. If this were Saturday, I'd let you go. But it's not.
Got to have our fun while we can. Jeez. I don't know why that turn seems so simple, but I'm so bad at it.
I'm all over the frickin' place here.
It's Kevin, he does it to you. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Gary, Kevin's coming for you as soon as we stop harassing him.
I'm trying to hold Kevin up long enough to give Gary a chance. The mid-pack's got to work together.
It's fair.
Sorry, John. Gotta try somewhere.
No, go for it. There's just nowhere to... There's not a good spot here.
The leader just did a 24.873.
Ah! Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, that exit is very difficult.
That exit is just fucked. I wasn't trying to do anything stupid. Just hit the bump. Well, 3 in a
Yeah.
row.
Sorry, John. That sucks. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kevin. I got the 4X, but I came through unscathed.
Yeah. Nah, like I said, on Saturday I just let you go, but I'm not letting anybody go on a Friday night.
No, by all means, go for it. It's a race after all.
All right. Well,
And to be fair, I probably could have held a bit more distance, but yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
trying to get by,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not gonna give you that
problem is-
advantage either.
yeah, the problem is there's just no... I never take that corner the
You're
same
in
way
second
twice.
position
It's
right
just...
now. Good job. Very
I just
nice.
try and survive the corner every time I go through it. That's all I'm trying to do. And the worst part was I knew you were right there, and I'm not exactly sure where you were, but you weren't in my mirror. I don't know whether you were along. Actually, I should go back and watch that. That's what I'll do. Let me watch that. Let me see if I can learn something. The inside, you had plenty of room on the outside. Hit the apex, plenty of room. I went. Yeah. You know, I kind of hit a bump and kind of went a little right, and you kind of hit a bump and went a little bit left. And then I think there was actually even a little bit of net code in there.
Yeah, I know the bump there. It's it's very annoying there, but
Yeah.
I know I try to keep it a bit tight on purpose, so I guess
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
then maybe
fair
more
enough.
on me. But
Nah. All right, guys. Seeing as though I don't have any rear wheels on the car.
None
what
at
a-
all.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me find. Oh yeah. I've got 17 minutes of repairs. Have a lovely evening. I'm gonna go have dinner.
See you, John.
See you guys. See you guys
see ya,
tomorrow.
John. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, the problem is there that people are also taking different lines. Like I know my exit is usually very tight there, so I know some people just keep to the middle of the track.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough track to, I mean, that's a tough exit to drive fast when you're alone.
Simyeva on Twitch says I think that with that gearing you could be faster doing all T2 and the last corner on third gear. Try it on a practice later if you can.
I'll have to look at that later, Jorge. The text-to-speech is a little bit too high speed for me to capture all that while I'm driving.
Simyeva on Twitch says sorry.
I was just saying that I couldn't understand the text-to-speech. I've got it turned up a little fast, just so it doesn't take up too much airtime. I'll have to go back and look at what you're actually saying and put it into practice. Thanks for the feedback.
Simnieva on Twitch says it was an apology, not a question, but TTS changed the tone.
Oh. Understood. Oh yeah, don't apologize for typing. I'm just apologizing for not being able to listen fast enough. I think part of what you were saying was last turn, third gear, so.
Take the fastest lap of the session.
Simnieva on Twitch says both last turn and T2, long right-handed, in third, yeah.
Copy, thanks.
The leader just did a 24.53.
Simnieva on Twitch says but not now, now go get Gary as you already know.
What I already know is he's faster than I am, so I'm happy to try anything.
Simnieva on Twitch says try it on practice better grinning face with sweat.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Drive that corner different every time. Works a lot better when I'm more patient coming out of the hairpin.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
That series seems to be better when I stay off the curbs. Wonder if this one would be too. Locked up something there, couldn't tell which one it was.
The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 24.31.
Why do I keep pushing wide there? Ouch. 7 seconds.
The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 24.084. The leader just did a 24.875. The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 23.94.
That's better. Jeez.
Five to go. We're in a great spot for some hardware.
Simyeva on Twitch says the second to last turn I think it's better in second. Also T2 entry if you want.
Yeah, it takes some experimentation, especially the T2 entry. I think I'm relying on the downshift and the gear the rev matching there to help my slow and turn in. Jeez. Better.
Simnieva on Twitch says on T2 I aim to have full throttle by the time the curb on the right begins. Aprox.
Probably better off staying off that last right-hand curb.
Two more, let's go. White flag, white flag.
Helps if I hit an apex or two.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Forgot to shift up to third in T2 there. Yeah, definitely better off that curb. That was better.
You got a slow car on the left.
P2, nice job.
There's the flag.
I stayed alive. Got some practice laps in, learned
Great
some
job.
stuff.
You did really well.
Thanks, Jorge. Some of that stuff helped. Tough for me to change. Excuse me. Tough for me to change technique mid-race, but driving around alone was a good opportunity. I did get some practice laps in the host this week, but not a single practice lap
Simnieva
since.
on Twitch says you have way more confidence in your second gear throttle than third, so better use second. In third you can go full throttle early, but you're not used to it smiling face with smiling eyes.
I'm sure that's the case. Whew. Small field, but I can't complain about a P2. Looks good on the score sheet anyway.
Simyeva on Twitch says many thanks for streaming. I love being able to watch your race.
My pleasure, Jorge. It's still fun, even with Dad gone. It's continued to be fun. All right, so what did we end up with? Gary, me, Pedro, Andres, Kevin.
Simyeva on Twitch says see you tomorrow.
Sleep well, Jorge.
Yeah, see you, Jorge. I'll be studying some of your tips as well.
Sebcon on YouTube says well done.
Thanks, Seb. Thanks for watching. Kevin, with your pace, I wouldn't doubt that what Jorge was coaching me on, you're already mastering.
Regardless, he was way faster than me earlier in the week, so can't hurt to take a look.
Yeah, it certainly can't hurt. All things considered, I always wish I had more time. One of the reasons I selfishly want to get as many people streaming as I can is I can go watch those people like Seb and Gary and Jorge and anybody who's faster than me. You should start streaming, Kevin, because I can go look and find out what the heck they're doing that I'm not. So it's all selfish.
I'll need to get a better PC before that. Like it's it's lifting off just using the VR headset. So
yeah, it is tough. In fact, several times recently, I think I had PC crashes because I was stretching the resources so thin. I don't think I was thermal throttling or something like that, but I'm just running the balance between enough VR settings to be satisfying and good immersion and look good and still be able to stream at the same time. All right. This is the practice session.
let's see. You do have an RX 3080 like me, but yeah, I think my CPU is a bit too old.
All right. Back up just over 3,400 with Audrey's in there. The strength of field was 3,750. Crazy sauce. How many instants did I end up with? 9. I got the Phantom 4X when I think it was you, Kevin, went flying. And then I had, I guess, 5 sloppy off tracks doing stupid stuff.
It was not Phantom for my end.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You took my wheel off.
Dope. Gary got a great haul in championship points, 189. I got 157 for P2. That's got to be my top 2 or 3 ever. All right, and how do we compare? So we drove around alone. So here's the crazy thing. Now, my fastest lap, I think, did technically come on the last. No, I must have had an off track or something. So lap 24. Wait, how many laps did we drive? Oh, it was the last lap. So my last lap was my fastest. I'm lightest, etc. And I was finally learning some stuff, but basically got within 1/100th of a second of Gary's fastest time. But you can tell with a 9-second gap, what did he finish up with? 7 seconds. He's just way more consistent. Not surprising given how much testing and practicing I was doing during that race, but Pedro 125.6. Kevin down there 123. What was that? 9? Yep, 123.9. Nice lap, Kevin.
Thanks, but yeah, I'm sure the Mick and Jorge will be in mid or even low 23s there.
Everything's relative. You look really good to me right now. All right, that's all I can think to take a look at. I'm not yet sure whether I'm driving tomorrow, but if I am, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.